It's time for some hoops at FedEx Forum, home of the Grizzlies, and we're bringing it to you live on 2K Sports. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sideline. You look at San Antonio. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And the atmosphere is always electric in a rivalry matchup like this one. You gotta love it.
Yeah, they can say what they will about this being just another game. You can see it in their eyes. This is different.
Good on the three-point shot. Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Knowing the fact that both these teams play in the same conference, yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight.
Well, even when there's not an open passing lane, Ja will create one. He is an excellent passer.
Pass to Aldama. Now here's Jackson. With the fadeaway. And the Grizzlies tack on two more.
Well, usually a guy who's more inside or out beyond the arc. But the mid-range isn't an area that Jackson Jr. needs to avoid.
Vassell, no good. Grizzlies off to a quick start here. It's a 5-point game. Good on the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Yeah, the Grizzlies head coach and I were able to chat. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Back to you.
Allie, thank you so much.
Well, come on, guys. Did you really think they'd shoot 100% for the game?
Offensive rebound. Spurs passing it around. The three from Barnes. And he's good on the three ball.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Down low. Here's Jackson. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. Castle's so good up and down the lane.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Pass to Morant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Barnes. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got 5.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the break.
Pass to Jackson. Shot from 12. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The putback. And it's Barnes on the follow. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And another thing they've done so well is convert fast break opportunities. Great job trusting their guys and getting those easy ones.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
And so here's Memphis, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Morant drives in. And Morant throws it down.
Well, when Morant makes that move, the defense is almost helpless.
Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oh, good on the triple. So it's the Grizzlies now. It's Jackson atop the key. And the 3 off target. Here's Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Jackson. Over Wembanyama.
A block by Wembanyama, and he'll lead the league in that category numerous times when it's all said and done.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And here are the Grizzlies now. After the basket by San Antonio. To the wing right side. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Here's Jerome. He's got 5. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Antonio on defense. 6-point lead. 5 on the clock. To the right side. Jerome, good.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Now, here's Fox. Still without a basket. Castle with it. Vassell outside. A second chance effort. And he drops that one in. Vassell's got 5 points so far. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 5. Pass to Wells. Beyond the arc. Barnes grabs the miss.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
For 3, Vassell. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. And this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Fox goes in. Here's Barnes. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. He's got 9. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Morant, the bounce pass. Pass to Jerome. And here is Wells. Now Landale. Defended by Wembanyama. Here's Jerome. And it's off from 3-point range. Barnes with it. Now guarded by Wells. And here's Vassell from the arc. His shot is good. Scores his 3rd basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pippen outside. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
And Fox gets it to go.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Now here's Pippen. Will it go? And he sinks the layup.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Fox. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Nailed from 3-point land.
Well, coaches will take that any day. Don't pass up open threes like that.
Johnson outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Yeah, he's a very strong wing. Johnson is about 220 pounds, and he knows how to use his body.
Here's Wells, and the shot goes in. Wells has got 5.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
To the paint. Here's Sohan. And the dunk by Sohan.
Wow, Sohan just erupts off the floor for the dunk. A reminder of how athletic he is.
Jackson misses. San Antonio leading by 7. They set the pick. Here's Harper. Pass to Sohan. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wells over Johnson. The shot by Wells, no good.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
Up again. It's good on the putback. And now it's an 11-point Spurs lead. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Spurs lead by 11. And the second. 30 seconds. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a comfortable margin for the Spurs here, guys.
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Back to you guys.
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And they continue to control the glass.
Now, Stan, there's a lot to like about the versatile game of Jeremy Sohan.
Well, look, Kevin, Jeremy Sohan is a guy that everybody's going to want. Jeremy Sohan can fit in anywhere. He's a great defender. He's got great toughness. He rebounds the ball, and he can pass and handle for a big guy. Who wouldn't want Jeremy Sohan? Yeah, Olynyk will roam around the perimeter hunting for three.
Jackson with the screen. Jerome in the corner. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Shoots it. 6 to shoot. That one doesn't go. Here's Harper. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top 4 generals of all time, the guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Pass to Champagny. From outside, off the mark. The Grizzlies trailed by 16. Now Jerome. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Jerome's got 11 points.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, forcing the defense to extend out.
And here's Harper from the arc. And he stays with it. Pass to Johnson. And the rejection by Jackson.
Few more intimidating in the paint than Jackson, the former Defensive Player of the Year.
And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Fox deciding where to go with it. No good on the three. And Morant's got the ball here for Memphis. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. That one drops one.
Well, that's Morant, always applying the pressure.
Outside, Fox. No good on the shot.
Well, you look at the score in this game, it's not reflective of the night he's had. He's struggling.
Wells' shot is good.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And here is Fox. No good again that time. Now Wells. The rebound by Champagny. On the wing, Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Pass to Jackson. Rebound by Sohan.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Vassell, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's Aldama. Here's Morant. In the center of things, Morant.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Fox. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jump.
Pass to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Wells has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Champagny. Three-pointer. Wells grabs the miss. And here are the Grizzlies. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Morant, the bounce pass. Right wing. Pass to Jackson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
So both teams making some changes here. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
Well, if Wembanyama is hitting that, I don't know what you do defensively. He has the length to shoot right over the top.
Here's Wells. Off target from outside. Spurs leading by 8. Vassell wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
And it's Morant missing. San Antonio with the ball. Vassell outside. Here's Champagny. Goes back up for 3. Offensive rebound. Vassell outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And there's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of them.
Morant takes off. And Morant blows it down.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop the hammer on.
A shot by Wembanyama, no good. And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. 8-point game. It's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Castle on the wing. That falls. High speed that time from Harper. Castle's got 6.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
To Wells from past the arc. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
Yeah, that's his second made 3 of the quarter, 3rd of the game so far.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Morant surveying the D. Takes it inside. Harper with the ball. Now guarded by Wells. Here's Wembanyama.
And this kid is tough. Wembanyama just powering it in despite the contact.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
Pass to Wells. From 3. Rebound San Antonio.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Mitch Johnson, Stan, now taking over full-time as head coach of the Spurs.
Well, look, Mitch Johnson's the son of an NBA player and a high-level point guard in college. He knows how to run a team and favors that pace and space style.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Barnes outside. Over Jackson. Landale grabs the miss. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Here's the 3. And they'll get another chance. Jackson down low. Here's Wells. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Wells has got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
And a wide open look for Wembanyama. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And we've seen this offense step back into three-point land a little bit more in this quarter.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. Here's Fox. Here's Barnes. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Well, Fox is great operating an offense. He is very skilled setting others up.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jerome. And the Grizzlies another 3.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And here's Barnes for 3. We've reached the end of the first half of play. It's San Antonio up by 10. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The Grizzlies trail by 10. And stolen by Castle. Jumps up. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Smart bucket by Castle. Get out and run.
Here's Morant. It's good. Morant's got 10 points.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And so Morant will bring it up for Memphis. Pass to Jerome. Here's Aldama. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Aldama's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Grizzlies. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Aldama. Pass to Jackson. Back to Aldama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Here's Jackson. 8 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Spurs leading by 8. Vassell inside the line. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Now here's Morant. 10 points for him. Pass to Jackson. Over Wembanyama. Jackson, that's good. And that's now 10 points for Jaren Jackson.
Well, this is why you get Jackson Jr. the ball inside. He has a good sense for how to capitalize down there.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Wembanyama's got 16 points. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Grizzlies trail by 10. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you. Jackson with the screen. Jerome. His three-pointers off the mark.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Well, when Fox gets to the rim, he's about as good as they come at finishing what he starts.
And it's Morant missing.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
Over Castle. And it's off the back rim, no good. The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with John Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for John means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 7 points here in this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Grant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Got that bucket in no time at all. Castle's got 13 points. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Well, their shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
That's been all night long. And also dominating the offensive boards, and that's been winning them a lot of extra looks at the hoop.
Pulls up on the wing. He gets it in there. 15 points in the game.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest.
Shot clock at 5. They grab their own miss. It's stolen by Wembanyama. Castle with it. Outside, Fox. He's looking for Wells and finds him. Morant with it. Guarded now by Barnes. And here's Vassell from the arc. It's Vassell on the wing. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Fox. 15 points in the game. There's the try. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. Fox has got 11 in the second half. Morant left side. Here's Edey. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Pass to Jackson. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Jackson's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Fox from outside. The three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Fox has got 20 points.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Now Morant. 10 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Drops in the tray.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. Fox goes in, and he converts the layup. That's now 22 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Wow, he is lighting it up here in the second half.
Here's Edey. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Edey with the steal. Morant outside. Jackson with the screen. Wells in the corner. Morant outside. Sinks that one from the post. 14 points for John Morant.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Here's Castle. No good from outside. Morant with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 16 points.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Everybody get down. Substitution on the court. Here's Champagnie. He has yet to score. Pass to Cornette. Out left to the wing. Here's Harper. And he drops it in from the low post.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Back to Pippen. Over Harper. It's hauled in by Cornette. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Inside. A nice shot by Sohan. He has 6.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Harper. 8 points for him. Pass to Cornette. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Jackson from long range. And it's Harper with the rebound. And the Spurs with possession. Here's Champagnie. And the Spurs scoring again.
Well, that's a shot where your coach is saying, no, 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 and then, woo.
Puts up a 3. Buries it from three-point range.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So it's San Antonio now. Pass to Cornette. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. There's 18 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Pippen. And the basket is good. Pippen's got 6 points.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And here's Harper from the arc. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has San Antonio 1-3. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory is not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, Kevin, not a petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Pass to Johnson. Back to Harper. Clock at 6. Here's Olynyk. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Yeah, Olynyk reeling in that board for a second chance bucket.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. Outside for Pippen. To the middle. Second chance shot. Landale misses. Smooth sailing for San Antonio. Harper makes it off the glass.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Pass to Jackson. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Boy, he's really turned it around since the break. In a bit of a rhythm now.
Pippen down low. Baseline jumper. Jackson misses.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
And here's Johnson outside. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
And again, Memphis no good. And here's the break. Here's Sohan. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is John Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Pass to Jerome. Now here's Wells. To the left side wing. Fires the three. Jerome, good. Jerome's got 22 points.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Vassell outside. Banked in off the glass. 19 points in the game.
Vassell getting in there and grinding.
Now here's Pippen. Pass to Jerome. The three-pointer off the mark. A good look from Vassell. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Yeah, things are really clicking for Vassell on offense, and he's going to keep attacking until it stops working.
Aldama with the ball. Back to Pippen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jerome. Misses the three. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Edey. The rebound by the Spurs. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama outside. Back to Fox. In the corner, it's Wembenyama. Over Edey. Wembenyama, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
And that one is good from Jerome.
Well, he's been able to find points, just not enough of them. They've got to string together some more buckets.
Outside, Fox. Aldama with the rebound. Wells wide open. Hits it from three-point range. Wells has got 19 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Lets it go from the wing. The shot, no good. And so here's Memphis. Pass to Jerome. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. And the Spurs with possession here. Outside, Fox. Pass to Vassell. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Vassell's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Johnson, that's for 2. Aldama with the rebound. And the Grizzlies with possession here. Now Jerome. Pass to Aldama. That one, no good. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Vassell outside. Lets the 3 fly. That shot, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Fox with the steal. Coach, when you've had to scout for prospects, how much stock did you put in the NBA Combine?
Well, I think, Kevin, you can get certain things out of the Combine. I think the physical testing stuff is good to at least give you a baseline on guys. I think getting a chance to talk to some of the players is outstanding. And then just getting any time you get another chance to watch guys work, watch guys play, it's just another data point for you.
Here's Castle. And he gets the bucket.
What a creative shot by Castle, opting for the soft touch.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Grizzlies. Pass to Jerome. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Jerome's got 15 points here in the second half.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Here's Castle. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
You know, Coach, how would you describe Scottie Pippen Jr.?
I think, Kevin, Scottie Pippen Jr. is one of the most underrated players in the league. This guy is a very good starting level NBA point guard who can get to the paint, create shots for himself and others, and he's as good defensively guarding the ball as just about anybody in the league.
Johnson's shot is off. Pass to Jerome. Memphis moving it around. Shoots over Johnson. Jerome, no good.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Plaster to the shooter.
And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Pass to Olynyk. Here's Castle. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Left side, Jackson. Now Jerome. He's guarded by Harper. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Jerome's got 18 points now here in the second half.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Victor Wembanyama.
He has really stood out tonight with his work on the glass. You can see the extra effort coming through.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here is Harper. And it's good for 2. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one.